Hey there guys, it's Joey. So this is a video concerning stormwater. Stormwater is water you have collected in a thunderstorm. Obviously, I guess. And seeing as it was very stormy here yesterday, which is a very rare occurrence, I took the opportunity to put my sort of glass jars outside and collect quite a lot of stormwater. For here anyway, it's different in other parts of the world and even in different parts of England, but here we very rarely get any, and we had a lot yesterday. So I collected some and it's now in my glass jar, and we were going to talk about the properties and then the crystals and why the crystals are in it, and then what you can use it for. So stormwater is obviously water that has been charged by the thunderstorm. Storm magic serves the primary function of cleansing and charging. If you consider what a thunderstorm does to the atmosphere around it, quite frequently that you may feel very icky and headachy and you feel humid and unpleasant before a thunderstorm, and once the storm has passed the air feels fresher, lighter, and you feel better, and it's because of the atmospheric shift. Therefore that energy is then transferred into the stormwater, and therefore it is incredibly potent for banishing negative energy or negative situations or negative people from your life. It doesn't do it quietly either. It's because of it being a very strong energy. It's almost very warrior-like, and it really does kick a punch, and because of that it can be used within war water recipes. War water recipes tend to be used for more aggressive forms of magic or in aggressively defending your home. For charging, it can be very potent as well. It can really boost the energy of things you are charging it with, crystals being a primary example. And again, when you consider the nature of a thunderstorm, huge amounts of energy erupting from the sky, then you start to understand how that charging process would sort of transfer energy-wise to stormwater. It can also be used for honouring the divine, honouring yourself, regenerating the self, justice and success spells. In honouring the divine, I feel closer to the divine in times of thunderstorm. I feel my energy lift, I feel very connected to my goddess and God, and there's something spectacular about it. It's like a cosmic show. It's nature at its most magnificent, and yet one of the deadliest, depending on the nature of the storm of course, natural occurring phenomena. And that sort of reflects the duality of the divine to me. And then honouring yourself would be as a reflection of the divine flowing through you. Regenerating, especially an inward energy. Again, this ties back to the fact that after thunderstorms we feel better, our energy is lifted. It has a cleansing effect on the area around us, the energy around us as well as within us, and therefore that gives us a primary, I guess, how's the best way, opportunity to regenerate free of interference, because thunderstorms have cleaned it all out naturally. I would say you could also use this for change. Thunderstorms have always indicated change to me. It's just a very innate feeling I've had about it. So if you needed a situation to proceed or move or change quickly, you could utilise stormwater in this. And then justice for cutting through things which are hindering justice going through, and success in the same sort of fizzy manner as we've already discussed. I've added Obsidian and Snowflake Obsidian to my Stormwater. I was going to put Smoky Quartz in, but I haven't got one that would fit through the neck of the bottle. So it obviously wasn't meant to be. And instead, inside now we have Snowflake Obsidian and Black Obsidian. Black Obsidian, to some people, is an overwhelming energy, and Snowflake is slightly gentler. However, Obsidian to me is a crystal I work with all the time because it's one of the Morrigan's main crystals, and because I work with the Morrigan I don't feel particularly overwhelmed by the energy. It can be a very strong energy, and therefore the crystal that you choose or don't choose to use in your own Stormwater may vary. You can of course use Smoky Quartz like I suggested for its ability to transmute all negativity into positive energy. Obsidian is a strongly protective stone, forming a shield against negativity. It strengthens in time of need. It blocks psychic attack and removes negative spiritual influences. It vitalizes the soul purpose. It eliminates energy blockages, relieving tension, integrating the psychological shadow self into the whole. Clears confusion. Helps you know who you truly are. Again, sort of dissipating emotional blockages and bringing depth and clarity to emotion. It brings qualities of healing and strength. It's a great detoxifier. Black Obsidian is probably the most powerful of all the obsidians. It can be used in shamanic ceremonies to remove physical disorders, and also has the gift of prophecy. So prophecy is something I didn't actually mention that you can use your Stormwater for. If you consider flash of illumination to be your guide, then the sort of connection between Stormwater, the flash of illumination of storms, the element of change within them, and Obsidian sort of makes it a key water that you can use within journeys of self-discovery. Black Obsidian is often used in scrying mirrors, and therefore adding Black Obsidian to Stormwater would make it a very potent and powerful water to cleanse any scrying mirrors with. It could also be used in cleansing a space before acts of divination to encourage stronger energies of divination and prophecy. Snowflake Obsidian is a calmer and a soothing energy. It's more balanced, perhaps. It's also a stone of purity, providing balance for mind, body and spirit. Helps you to recognise and release wrong thinking, stressful mental patterns. It promotes inner centering. Helps you to surrender to your meditations. So it's a little bit of a counterbalance to Black Obsidian, while still maintaining those similar energies. Again, fantastic for meditative purposes. So that's why I have added my crystals into those. It will make a fantastic water for cleansing a space. And I talked about altar washes last week. I think it was last week, it might have been the beginning of this week. And this would be a fantastic altar wash for cleansing a space prior to serious divination. If you had a regular access to Stormwater, it might not be such of a thing, but if you don't, you might want to keep it for Samhain. Keep it and keep charging it. If you wanted to use it in banishing work, then perhaps you would charge it at the dark moon or the waning moon. You could do this quite simply. You could have it in a bottle like it is with crystals in it charging the water, or you could have it in a bowl with crystals in that charging the water, and you could, if you so wished, have crystals around that to charge it with those energies, and filling it with your own intent and purpose, of course. If you wanted to use it for different purposes than the ones that I have chosen, say you wanted to use it for success spells, you could perhaps use Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye has a strong, sort of a proactive energy that can be used in courage and success and abundance spells, and could also be used in things like justice spells. If you were going for more of a regenerative purpose, if you wanted to use your Stormwater for strong energies of regeneration, then I would probably use Ametrine. Ametrine has the balance of Amethyst and Citrine and has a good regenerative energy in both terms of physical and spiritual well-being. I think that's it. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, pop them down below. I will do my utmost to get back to you. So that's it for this video. Many blessings.